Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It's now time for Legally Speaking with attorney Carol Thomas. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Hannah. It's wonderful to be here. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And we're talking about a really important topic, elder law. First, can you start by just telling us what that is?
Absolutely. So many people are familiar with estate planning. And estate planning is what happens when I die. But elder law is what if there's an incapacity issue before I die? And you know, Hannah, most people are not prepared for that, and it's very, very sad for families if a loved one suddenly has a stroke and there aren't any documents and they're not prepared.
So how do you prepare? What documents do you need?
The most important documents that you need are powers of attorney. I always say I think the most important document is the financial power of attorney, because if someone has a stroke or is incapacitated for some other reason, you need someone to pay your bills, take care of any real estate issues. Or the most important thing, what I specialize in, Hannah, is getting assets protected if someone's in a nursing home. It's amazing. Did you know that for a married couple, if one spouse is in a nursing home, we can protect all of their assets and they don't have to spend $10,000 or $12,000 a month?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, and coming out of COVID, it's been a little bit difficult. Sometimes the people got separated and weren't prepared for all of this, so it's such good advice to get ready. So we talked about the most important documents. What else can we do to protect your married couples or our elders?
Well, the other thing I wanted to talk about for married couples is we are able to, if one spouse goes in a nursing home, get the income of the spouse to go to the spouse at home. And that is so important. People are not aware that that can be done. And it's very sad for me if I have a spouse that comes to me and they've been paying a nursing home for 1 or 2 years for their spouse and they never even had to pay that. It's just really about getting the information ahead of time. And I love helping people get assets protected, but they need to get their documents done ahead of time. You can't wait. It could be too late.
So how do you begin that process?
Well, I think the best thing to do is to meet with an elder law attorney. There are many, many estate planning lawyers, but again, estate planning lawyers just deal with what happens on the day that I die. An elder law attorney, we focus on what if there is that stroke? What if something happens and you're not prepared? It's such an emotional time for your loved ones. Please don't make it harder by not having the right documents set up.
Right. Yeah, a very difficult time. I think we've all experienced times like that. Thank you so much for sharing tips. Is there anything else, any other tips you'd like to share about this topic?
This is my motto for the new year.
Okay.
It's never too early, but it can be too late. And it's a very serious thing that I just said, because I've had so many people in just the last month that come in, they want help, and often it's too late. And that's just very discouraging, not only for the families, but for me also, because I like to be out here in the community letting people know what their options are.
So what do you mean by it's never too early?
Because I'll have people that say, well, I'm only 50, or I'm only 60, I'm only 70, I don't need to do it. You need to get it done. Actually, anyone over the age of 50 should be getting documents done, because you never know when there can be a medical crisis.
I mean, maybe even younger, right?
Well, and for younger people, that's a whole nother issue, is, you know, taking care of, I know you have minor children. Make sure that your minor children are protected.
Okay, interesting. Thank you so much for shedding some light. Very good advice, very important. Thank you again. And if you're at home and you want more information, you can head to the hot links section at our website, WNEM.com.